Let's give a round of applause to our officers. They've done a great job. Now I'd like to introduce our speaker for the evening. This is Karen Rubican. She is one of our guidance counselors, and she serves on the Canna Macmillan Scholarship Foundation. Karen has some very wise advice to give to our students and to our parents as they prepare for college.
Thank you. I could talk about career development all night. Who wants to hear me do that? Anyone? On behalf of the High School Counseling Department, I offer congratulations to the inductees being recognized this evening. You are joining a prestigious group of students nationwide who have demonstrated academic excellence and positive personal characteristics, and you are to be commended for doing so. I'm very excited to be able to speak to you this evening because there's so much to be learned about the college and career development process, both for you and your parents. For the senior inductees, you can relax a little bit because I believe that you've all done, very capably I may add, what I'm about to share. And if you haven't, get started tomorrow. You thought many times over the course of your childhood about what you wanted to be when you grew up. I'm sure many of you want to be princesses or firemen, rock stars, or professional athletes. And your pictures have the proof. Your parents have the proof in pictures, am I right? You dressed up when you were little? Feedback from the junior inductees, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Over time, your responses to the question, what do you want to be when you grow up, have taken more mature turns, leading you now to say, I don't know, which seems to be the common response these days. And you may not know, and that is okay. There is help to figure out what career path is right for you. A great first step to consider is to consider your interests, your abilities, and your values. These core areas often help to pinpoint a career concept. Do you like helping people? Do you want to figure out a solution to the environmental impacts the world is facing? Do you want to run a corporation? Do you want to create things? Your options are vast. I heard a quote about vocation. It is where your greatest joy meets the world's greatest need. Each of you possesses unique qualities and strengths. If you utilize those qualities and strengths, you will contribute greatly to our country and to our world. St. Catherine of Siena was quoted at the royal wedding a few years ago as saying, "Be who you are meant to be, and you will set the world on fire." To figure out what could be your greatest joy, consider using a career assessment offered through such websites as PA Career Zone, which will help to identify your personality types, leading to an exploration of career options. Be open to exploring things that you have never heard of before. The Occupational Outlook Handbook, published by the Federal Department of Labor and Statistics, is 890 pages of job titles, economic trends, predictions about the growth or decline of fields, expected salaries for both new and longer-term workers, educational requirements, and so much more. The first takeaway for you tonight is to care enough about your future to investigate all of your options. After you've determined a career concept, and I notice I didn't just say career, you should begin to consider post-secondary education options. The career concept should dictate which schools make the cut. Please don't have your heart set on Penn State or West Virginia or W&J without first identifying possible fields of study and seeing where those fields are offered. You are giving up control over your destiny when you do so. When looking at colleges, universities, and programs, consider the campus size, the location, be it urban, suburban, or rural, proximity to home, the selectivity of the campus, which majors are offered, and finally, the cost. Cost is last because many top-achieving students will receive merit assistance to attend schools, and that would be all of you, we hope. The School Counseling Department offers a financial aid night in the fall, so we don't want to take too much time tonight to talk about that, except to suggest that you consider all of your options, apply to the schools that interest you, and see what financial aid packages are offered. Some of the most expensive schools give the best financial aid packages. In addition to an impressive transcript, which you're getting here at Canna Macmillan, and an active community service record, colleges will want to see outstanding test scores. Two test options are available for you, the SAT and the ACT. While both tests give colleges valuable information about the kind of student that you are and will be expected to be in college, the tests are different, and many students will perform better on one over the other. The second takeaway this evening is to work to your strengths. Colleges do not care which test you take. I assure you. The ideal times to take your tests are June and October. If necessary, schedule a third test around the holidays next year. Unless you've achieved a perfect score, you have room for improvement. Many colleges base the amount of merit aid for students solely on your test scores, so they really make a difference. Please plan now to prepare for the test. Review your PSAT results to find areas upon which to focus. To assist in this area, Ken McMillan is working with Kaplan to provide a free SAT practice test on April 5th. And they will also offer SAT prep after school leading up to the June SAT, if you want information, stop and guidance. In addition to the SAT, you may wish to consider taking SAT subject tests. Subject tests are 1 hour in length, are multiple choice, and are offered in a variety of content areas. Subject tests are designed to allow the tester to demonstrate prowess in a particular content area. Students interested in math and science have many tests from which to choose. 3 may be taken during one test administration. While you're preparing for your AP exams in May, you should also sign up for the correlating subject tests. The summer is the perfect time to get the college ball rolling. Be sure to arrange campus visits. Campus offices not to be missed are the Career Services Center and the building that houses your program of interest. It does no good to get a wonderful education if no one is going to then help you get a job in your field. So Career Services is critical to your success. Next year, senior year, promises to be a year of hard work and will be busier than any that you've experienced thus far. Would you agree with that? Yes. But they're smiling, so that's good, right? Your first and most important job, for which you will not be paid now, but will be rewarded surely later, is to make your college and career process a top priority. Be sure to stay on top of your deadlines, create spreadsheets or to-do lists to keep track of your deadlines as well as what is required for an application. The third takeaway tonight is to be sure to give colleges what they ask for. No more and no less. September will bring applications, transcript requests, and the nervous anticipation of big envelopes in the mail or a flood of messages in your inbox. After you've applied to your colleges, you should turn your attention to scholarship options, which is what our seniors are doing now. There are numerous scholarship opportunities that come our way, and we share them in the school counseling department with all of our students. You just have to stop in on a regular basis or listen to the morning announcements to be able to take advantage of them. We also offer leadership opportunities and will shortly be seeking an outstanding male and female from the junior class, so somebody in our audience tonight, to represent Ken McMillan at the Keystone Boys State and Keystone Girls State. This year we've also had the opportunity to honor 2 of your fellow inductees this evening. Natalie Bercheski, would you stand? She doesn't know I'm doing this. She was our Amelia Award nominee for Zonta.
Yeah.
And Harsha Miglanini is our Carson nominee for this year. In closing, I offer my congratulations again to the inductees and invite you to visit the guidance department anytime, certainly before the end of the school year and very quickly in the fall. I speak for all counselors when I share with you our enthusiasm for your process. The final takeaway from my part of our evening is to enjoy this experience, every minute of it, good and bad, because it is a special time in your life and it will pass so quickly. I leave you with what is the start of our senior successes. By now, college acceptances are beginning to roll in, although our common application students are still waiting for that inbox message. Auditions are being held. We have students auditioning at Juilliard, which is wonderful and very impressive. Essays are being written, the required FAFSA is being filed, and life decisions are being discussed over dinner. Your senior counterparts in National Honor Society have been finalizing career plans, exploring and applying to colleges, considering scholarship offers, and now, we hope, working feverishly on additional scholarship applications. Your National Society officers are made up of very impressive individuals. You already heard Josiah will be making his way to Penn State, and he intends to major in business. He is a finalist for the Sapphire Leaders Program in the Smeal College of Business, and is currently applying for local scholarships, which total $50,000. So we sure hope he wins. That would be wonderful. He was also selected as the District Comcast Leaders and Achievers Scholarship recipient. So we wish him well. Rachel is still conflicted between Pitt, University of Florida, and we're waiting to hear from Boston. She intends to major in physical therapy. She has applied through the Common App, so I think the end of March is when you're expecting to hear. Yeah. So the waiting game is on for her. Shreya is torn between Pitt, Penn State, and UC Berkeley. We feel bad for Shreya. Tough decisions to make. She's considering computer science. Allie is going to Virginia Tech to study environmental engineering. Sadly, Virginia Tech is similar to Pitt and Penn State, which are top two applied to schools, by the way. And they're not known for generous merit aid, but she has the best community service record of anyone that I know in community service. And she has earned numerous scholarships for her generosity of spirit. So she's a good act to follow if you're thinking about community service. In closing, I again congratulate you on your accomplishments as you explore your college and career options, follow your dreams, and set the world on fire. Thank you.